Afternoon, everybody. Oh, I've got one light. I've got one light off. Hang on. Excuse me. Gives you a chance to have a look at the loudest T-shirt on the planet. Hopefully, we've got audio. Potentially, it's nearly in sync. Probably not quite in sync, but you know, close enough. Or it may have decided that, you know, today's Sunday. I'm gonna change my own settings again. Right, how are we all doing today? So we got Bob in first saying, is this a video where I find I shouldn't have upgraded from my own first gen iPad Pro a few months ago? Yeah. The problem you've got, Bob, is cost, isn't it? Because what? I mean, you're looking four figures for an iPad Pro now, aren't you? For a half decent one. And what's this cost me? I don't know. This cost me probably 40 quid. In parts, maybe. I can't remember the price now, but potentially I could give it a new lease of life for 40 quid. Or I could brick it and have to throw it away and get another one anyway. But I won't be getting another one, to be fair. I've got an iMac. I've got a MacBook Pro downstairs, so I've been using that while this has been out of action. But I do miss this, to be fair. It's just so easy to just pick it up, look at something and just chuck it back down again. With a laptop, you've got to, you know, get it out. You've got to find the power supply. You've got to stick it on your lap, and it's just so much easier. I was doing some Oblivion. Rob Cross is in. Hi, Rob. Joe's in. Coffee brewing. Mrs. Cruncher's downstairs cooking up a storm, I think. Bob's in. Hi, Bob. I've already said hello to you, Bob. My apologies. You're back in again. Because it was a bit, you know. Replacing the Galaxy tablet. Yeah. Afternoon, Nick, and thanks for the link you sent me to the microphone. I should definitely have a look at that. I'm using the Yeti today at the moment. Good mic, to be fair. Always been my backup mic, but I do need to redo the lead on that Rode. Or change it, but don't know. Ricardo, good afternoon to you, mate. Someone left the door open at Greenland? Could snow, you think? Danish, how you doing, Paul? Winter solstice is today. Oh, hang on, we've done a jump. Hang on. Done a big jump. What are we well, I've got a lot of chat going on. Got a lot of chat. The idiots were gathered in Stonehenge, Nick, were they? Are you sure they're idiots? Oh, I love it. Rob, thank you very much. Yeah, we know that. Rob. That's the way you got to do it. We said that the other day, didn't we? Tim's not a fan of Apple, but would be the same. I would think it's going to be very similar. Farm Tech, how are you, mate? Benji's in. Multi's in. Carther. Hello, Carther. How are you, mate? Brian. Afternoon to you, Brian. Aston. You did spend well into four figures, but it will last over 10 years. If you last that long. Yeah, what date is this one? I think this is I'm trying to think the date of this iPad now. I'll have to look it up in a minute. But I've had it for quite some time. So Aston's in. Hang on, it all jumped again then. Tom and Susie are in. Lots of snow shoveling to do. Oh, ideal. Still useful. Yeah, I've got my sort of like workbench iPad over there, which is still going strong. Although I keep forgetting to charge it, so it's not really much good if it ain't charged, is it? Dave, how are you? But at least this might give me confidence to do a few more repairs like this, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Of course, we've got a lovely Christmas. Oh, look at that lovely display. Oh, my God. Oh, 'tis a dark night out there, isn't it? 'Tis a dark night. I don't know why that decided that it wasn't gonna work this morning. I don't know. But Mrs. Cruncher has relit me. She's relit me. And more importantly, she's relit Penguin. Look how bright he is now. I've got to have me meal drink here a minute because I haven't had a chance to have anything to eat for lunch. Penguin, Pongo, and Percy. Don't forget Percy. Where is Percy looking to? What's he? He's looking at the door. Percy! Oi! 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 Percy! No, he's just being ignorant now. But we got 21 just above Penguin's head. Percy, what are you looking out there for? You're supposed to be paying attention there. Thank you very much. That's better. No, no, we've got 21. Oh, it's got to go deep. Oh, we got another one from Simon by the looks of it. Shepherd Neem India Pale Ale. 6.1. So big. Oh, careful. Slight problem in that I haven't brought my glass up. Let me go and get my glass. I'll bang you on the other screen for a second. I won't be a sec. Course, I didn't mute that mic, so you probably had that coming out in some weird sort of stereotype thing. Anyway, whew. I'm at a puff now. I've only just walked down the stairs and back up again. Right. Yeah, Shepherd Neem India Pale Ale, courtesy of Simon. 6.1% bottled at the brewery. Britain's oldest brewer. Let's get the Christmas opener. Whew. You can't hear me over the shirt. I blend into the background nicely, don't I, with this on? This shirt is so loud. Nice. See, I'm not a big fan of the IPAs, but when they're stronger, they are nice. April thinks, sure, He likes the iPad Gen 1. Yeah, I've got nothing like that, unfortunately. Unfortunately, Aston, no heater, no heat pad for me. Baz, how you doing, mate? Christmas camouflage, yeah, it's rather loud, isn't it? If I stand up, I disappear, look. Just looks like a scene from Christmas. If I turn some of my arms not there, look. Just looks like a bit of the decoration, doesn't it? Oh dear. Dids, no finger, but same brewery, Dids. How about that? Can you let me have that? It's Shepherd Neame still, but it's India Pale Ale, mate, today. Right, well, bit of a spoiler for you. I've already had a go. Well, I say had a go. I made a start this morning first thing because I thought I really don't know if this is going to work or not, and I might brick this. So let's go over first of all this that's arrived. This is coming from the repair outlet, and this is the battery. But I thought I'd just show you how they've packaged this. It's really, really good. This wasn't majorly expensive. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but I mean, look, all this is all padded here. Battery's got its own little box as well. I just thought that was really, really well packaged. That, you know, they don't charge you for that, I'm sure. So this is the battery. If we go inside, more packaging. That is a monster of a battery, isn't it? Look at the size of that thing. There's even little bumpers in here. They've really gone to town on that, haven't they? Protective film. I don't know if that's double-sided pads there, is it? Possibly. Oh no, it's just sticky pads, I think. So yeah, that's the battery. This is scary stuff, and this is not sort of something that I do, really. I've not really dabbled in any of this console repair or anything like that before, so it's a bit beyond me. You know, that's what YouTube's for, isn't it? Because you can go and see what people that are more knowledgeable than you have done. This is the connector. Now this is scary because we've got to solder this somehow. We've got to solder that bit, which is the only bit that I'm a little bit, don't know, might not work. But that is the charging port. I also got a sheet of adhesives to stick it back together, and you'll see from my bench that I've already started unsticking it. In fact, I've pretty much just got this side here to do now. This is still stuck down, as you can see by the twisty. No real major accidents yet, although I have dislodged some of the paint up in this corner here because I had there's such a fine gap. The only way I could get down in between it was to get a scalpel blade in there, heat it, put some isopropyl on it, and use a scalpel blade to hoik it up. And then I was able to get the spudger in there and just scrape the paint there a bit with a spudger. So yeah, glue's pretty good. It's gone in a fair bit. So I've got loads of these little things around. It's not properly unstuck yet. Still got a little ways to go. I mean, that don't feel like it's unstuck there. something happened in underneath there by the looks of it. Looks like the top has come away. So I'm going to carry on heating this a minute, and I'm going to get this thing off because this is scary. So I've got my gun going fairly high. I've got it at 150. Let's turn that off a minute. I've got some more tools for levering, etc. Let's move this in a little bit. I'll need some more of these to start sliding in there, really. A squirt of isopropyl as well, just to loosen the glue. Go behind and stick some of these in, stop it closing back up again. The glue strips are pretty fierce. They'll work on that. Right. I've run out of spudgers. Are we there? I don't know. All I know is it's pretty damn scary. Sound of breaking pixels, yeah. Could be. I don't know, Aston. You know more about this than I do, I'm sure. Bit of glue there. That side's definitely free. Hopefully I'm not cutting through ribbon cables here. That's free. This is a bit of a monster of an iPad, isn't it? 12.9-inch screen, I think it is. So it's a lot of real estate to break, isn't it? Once we get this damn glue off, we should be good to go. What's that there? Is that glue? Hope it's glue. If it's not, I've just cut through ribbon cables. Okay. I think we are there. Whoa. Scary as hell. Right. I can see inside her. So we've got to apparently undo these little screws in here. Which are miniature ones. Now I've got my little friendly screwdriver that Mrs. Cruncher gave me a few years ago. Really too big to get in there. Maybe not. So I'm going to put these in order. Whoa, they're tiny. This is craziness. Crazy stuff. Why you do this? Right. I believe we've got to pop these up now. How do they come up? Do they come up that way? How do these come out, people? Anybody know? Are they one of these snap-on things? Oh yeah. Pop off. Unbroken. Just a little bit let go there up in the corner, but that's not too bad. I've got the spudger underneath it. I just hope I haven't broken anything around the edge here, because I did go in deep with some of it. That looks decidedly dodgy. I'm going to have a look at that under the microscope in a bit. A bit up and around there. There's a little tiny ribbon cable right on the edge there. But really, the screen looks fairly yeah, I think that's a success. A scary one. Right, okay. Wow, what a beast of a thing this is, isn't it? What was that then? Is that something that I've killed? Maybe not. I don't know. You've got some more glue stuff there. Well, like I say, I've not done anything like this before. So I believe the next bit we've got to get off is this bit here. What do you think? Ganesh, how are you? Triforce screws. So yeah, this is a wow stick, and it comes with loads and loads of different screwdriver bits. Absolutely loads of them. There's another 2 in here. So, you know, if you're into doing your miniature repair stuff, then this is what you need. In fact, there's even a suction thing in here, look. A little demagnetizer. Something else that just fell out. Mustn't forget that bit. Yeah. Some little tiny screws, little screw pot. And a magnetic tray thing, if you know what I mean. These are actually very useful. I might use this. I don't know if you've seen these before, but it's basically a screw pad. So as you take your screws out, you can put them on here so they don't get knocked away or blown away with hot air. So we could look at these screws here. For example. Have we got the right size screwdriver for these? Oh, steady. Let's put that one there. Apparently these can be different sizes. That one there. No. So I think there's a link to that screwdriver in my tools bit in the video description. So that one, then we got a bit of a big gap then. They look the same to me. Yeah, they are different sizes, so you definitely need something to hold your screws in place. That's quite handy, isn't it? You're not going anywhere, those. Right, that's that. I believe I've got to take these 3 above here off. So I'm going to put them at the top. 1. 2. 3. Oh, wrong way. So that's my 3 screws at the top. Again, they're all different sizes, just to make it more complicated. That piece there. Oh dear, what am I doing? Yes, you can, Aaron. You wouldn't mind one of those. I think it's in the description, Rob. Les is in. Hi, Les. She did 2 of them. Wow. Derek Tuffman. How are you, Derek? How are you? What are you doing? Mistletoe and swine. Jess, how are you, mate? Sound of breaking pixels. Take the nozzle off, you need a broad airflow. Sorry, Buzz, too late. Missed that. Proper IPA should be at least 5%. Yeah, right, I think I'm up with the chat. Apologies if I've missed somebody. So I've got to try and get this off next. Some sort of shield. How have they stuck that on? See, not only do they screw things in, but they that's looking a bit dodgy, that. How do I get that off then? Have you got any ideas? I'm sure it should just come off as one piece. It's got to come off. Whoa, there's loads of stuff here. Is this just like a little cover over the top, maybe? I might have to re-look at a video for this, you know. Or is it just a plastic bit of film you peel off? Let me get my videos going. Let's try what, Nick? What's going on? Oh, you're risking it, are you? Okay. Why would you want to use caps? Oh, Derek's done a big one. That's why. Mrs. Cruncher's okay. She's getting better by the day. I think we both are, really, which is good news. Heat it. I don't know whether it's got, whether that's I'm sure it's some sort of shield. I don't know whether I've got to peel the top surface off or whether I've got to peel the whole thing off. I thought I had to get the whole thing off. Let's get rid of that. That's me lunch done. Right, let's go get over to YouTube. Let's go to me. Let's go to my history if I can find it. There we go. Battery, 1st Jan.
Some computer setups are an instant connection.
Okay. We're looking at this from repairs to go. Oh no, hang on. We've skipped way too
Deal of the week at Iceland and the
far
Food
forward.
Warehouse. Get
Let's put
Jacob's
it back
crackers
together
now,
then.
£3 or half price chocolate boxes. That's
Whoa,
why we
more
go to
efforts for you,
Iceland
look.
and the Food Warehouse.
Some computer setups
Oh, come
just belong
on.
together. They meet.
The process takes patience, especially since the iPad uses strong waterproof adhesive. As you make progress along the edges, periodically reheat stubborn sections and use multiple.
Yeah, we've got that. Yeah, we've got one of those as well.
With the screen safely detached and set aside, the next step is to remove the internal metal shield that protects the motherboard and connect area.
So
Using a
we've
precision
done
Phillips
this.
screwdriver, we carefully unscrew all the screws securing the large metal EMI.
Let's just mute that because we've got double audio else. So we've done that. Right, now what's he going to do? Oh, he's going to... so it is like a shield. So I can beast the hell out of it then, really. Is this what we're trying to say? Am I just being too careful with it? Is that being too dodgy with it? Or has he got a totally different one to me? I mean, that to me looks like the whole bloody lot's coming out. Let me just pull that video back a little bit. Yeah, it's just... Ah. It's coming. Oh, go for that. Overthinking it, maybe? You know, this is a present from Mrs. Cruncher. We've got to be gentle with this. I don't want to break this. I do not want to break this. Because if I do, it'll be live as well, look, for the whole world to see. So it looks like that tape just unpeels there to release that corner, I think. loved doing that bit. Not. Right. No. Now I think we've got to get all these little thingamy jiggers off. Jiggamy thingers. So I think we've got to get... Okay, so we've taken a little screw off here. Just there. Hang on. My screws have mixed themselves up like... Oh, you little monkeys. Yeah, don't bash this bit with your iPad when you're working on it. So I'm going to go downwards from here now. So that's got to be unscrewed. I don't know what's underneath that. What else have we got to do? Okay, we've already done that top piece there anyway. Took that off. Yeah. Okay, we've got to pop those things here off now. I do not like popping these things off, but you know, got to be done, I suppose, isn't it? That one. That one. And that one. Yep. Ooh, that looks fun. Got to pop this little connector up here off. Let's get the overhead camera so you can see what a lash I'm making of it. Just have a look where we are. Yeah, okay. So we're getting this connector here now, apparently, allegedly. I'll tell you what, how are you supposed to see that? How are you supposed to get that off? I can't even see it. I'm going to have to microscope it. I can't see it. What's that one microscope lead now then? Why are you playing that now, microscope lead? Right, excuse me, I'll get the main camera back on again. Just got to get that out of the way so I'll get the microscope in, because I don't know how this fits on, but it's going to be easier for me to see how it works under this than trying to do it. Looks like they've stuck this bit down as well, just for the hell of it. So I've got to take these screws out, I'm pretty sure. So that's, I'm going to put these down here. 35. 36. 43. 44, so the bottom two are longer. Still doesn't seem to be moving. Ooh, good stuff. Let's get the repair piece a minute. Let's have a look at that. If I can find it. Where did that go to? Put it somewhere really safe. Yeah, so it looks like there's glue underneath it. Wow. Wow. Flipping heck. Right, that's that bit out. What is going on in this world? Let's just get that off because that's making the camera a bit dark. Yeah, so that's the main... Well, that's the iPad, really. That's the motherboard. Look how tiny that is. Over there at the way a minute. So let's look at getting these batteries out. We've got lots of this sticky stuff to take off. Remnants of tape. I need a drink of beer. Hang on a minute. Come on. We haven't damaged whatever that is. Well, it's interesting, isn't it? But scary. Anybody fancy doing one of these? People that do these sort of things all the time. This is dead simple for them, isn't it? Dead simple. I've got the advantage that I've got the correct attire to do the job. This, I don't think I could do it without this shirt on. Bless Mrs. Cruncher. Right, so the glue off. So now apparently these things here are little release tabs. Great. glue release tabs apparently. Supposed to pull them. But yeah, that's not working, is it? That one is. Yeah, the other one broke, didn't it? Now, there's not really, I don't think there's anything wrong with this battery as such, but I just thought when I've gone to the trouble of doing all of this, I do not want to open this ever again. I think if it ever fails again, then that's it as far as I'm concerned. It can go to the iPad graveyard. But if this keeps it going for another few years, then I'll be quite happy with that. So there's tabs under there. It's got stuck all the way under that. Got to be careful we don't pierce this battery, because that could be come on, that could be disastrous. That one's stuck underneath there. Authorized service provider only. That's me, isn't it? Okay, we need to start manning up now and see if we can get this loosened up. So I'm going to be squirting a bit of isopropyl underneath it. See if we can't get this freed up. Now I've got these little pry things which are quite handy. Careful, I don't go knocking that all over the place again. What have I done with them? From memory, this battery's pretty dead anyway, so hopefully it won't be too it won't explode too much. Doesn't help that that glue tab there hasn't let go really. If we could get out of that one. Ah, it's come undone. Oh. Where's my little dibber's gone? Oh, there's one. It's like defusing a bomb, isn't it? need to fill up my isopropyl. That would help. Let me just go and fill up the isopropyl a minute. Won't be a sec. Do it in the sink because every time I do it in my workroom, I just pour a massive amount of it over the floor. We've got a nice clean sink in the bathroom now. Oops, squirted myself with it. Let's catch up with the chat a minute. Yes, Rob, yeah. Thanks for the super chat, Rob. Back again, Rob? Where did you go to? Caps lock. Woe stick. Did I not have the woe stick in my thing? This is stuck solid. Isopropyl doesn't seem to be doing the job either. Don't want to use a metal spudger really. Cool, that was scary. That was just some tape letting go, I hope. Yep. Too much isopropyl in there, really. Right, that's one side let go. To make sure I put that back in place. Yuck. One down. One to go. She's going to blow up. This is the easy bit. You wait till you see what I've got to do to that damn battery. Not battery, the... Yeah, not the battery. This is even tougher now, isn't it? No room to spudge that up there. Okay. So I don't know whether the cracking is the tape giving way or the battery about to explode. Come on. Cool, this is stuck solid, isn't it? I can sort of see the tape there. Okay, that's given away pretty much. Surely now. Oh, careful. Cool, what a game. What a game. There we are. That was easy, wasn't it? Not. There, out the way. Right, there's our new one. A fire containment pie dish standing by. Yeah. There would be some charge probably still in it. Okay, right, so we've got to get rid of all this, I believe. Those are those things that should have pulled out, but never did. The glue pull things, if they'd worked, we would have been a lot easier, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think it would have been a lot easier if that had worked. The thought was there, wasn't it? But there's something in there. What is that then? Is that some sort of aerial? Probably Wi-Fi area. There's a bit of metal in there, look, that's jumped in from somewhere. So I'm just now wondering how we're going to get the new battery glued in. Unless it's already got the glue pads on it, which is what I'm hoping. If not, we're going with double-sided tape. These are a little bit annoying, they're sort of there to protect the wires here, I think, from getting caught on that. Just sort of like rest there. Right, let's have a look, see if our battery's got anything to stick it with. Yeah, that is double-sided tape. they're sort of there. Anyway, let's put that to one side. That looks like that's a goer. And let's now look at what I'm considering to be the hardest part of all of this. And that is this. Why are we not focusing, camera? Is there something... You don't like the blue mat, do you? You don't like the blue mat. So we have got to separate this and solder this on. And it looks like that's got a nice little bend in it as well, which is not going to help me. It needs to be dead flat. So that's that way up. So we've got glue tabs there. We've also got a glue tab there, which might help us position this. So I think this basically solders on there somehow. Let me go to another video then. This video isn't great, to be fair, but the Repair Ninja. What did the Repair Ninja think of this? Yeah, I'm just looking at another YouTube video because this looks like an absolute nightmare. But it might be dead easy. It's one of those, really. So I think we've pretty much got the battery there. But we need to get the... So we've got the charging port out, which was half the job. But we've got to get the microscope involved now, I think. Yeah, oh God, I don't want to do this. Right, it looks like we've just got to solder on that. I don't know why. Lots of solder and soldery with a big old tip. Till it comes off. Right, okay. Right. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking is going to be the hardest bit of all. So let me get the microscope in place. Okay, that should have some audio now. Yeah. No, Baz. Done it. It's done. So it looks like now we've got to put some solder along here. I can stick my fingernails after messing with that black stuff. Look. God. Yeah, we've got to put some solder along here apparently. That's better. Just soldery, and that'll just pop off. Pop off. I'm really careful that I'm not knocking all these little tiny screws here about. So they're sort of recommending a fairly big soldering iron tip. I've got my massive one, so let's just use that one for now. Clean that tip off. We've already put in. Oh. No, do I need a private Schumann? I'm going to use leaded for this. I just keep doing this till that bit comes off. You don't seem to be. Okay. Why are we not using hot air? I don't know. This is how they're doing it. Just like this. That is not coming off. Why isn't that coming off? They make it look easy. It's got glue on it as well, hasn't it? That's why, because it's glued on as well. Hope I haven't just lifted all the pads. It's this glue that's holding it. Have we bricked this? Have we just pulled all those pads? I hope we haven't. Let's hope we haven't. No, I think we are good. That wasn't the easiest thing to get up though, was it? Yuck. Glitchy McGlitcher. The glitchathon begins, but I'm fine, I can see it, no problem. Just trying to get this old glue off. Oh, that lump there it is. Right, where's my tweezers gone? Where's my tweezers gone? Yoddy Toddy, how are you, mate? Welcome. Aren't you glad you got that new iPad now, Bob? Okay, that is looking very nice. No pulled pads, which is a miracle. What a nightmare. So this has basically got a line up here, absolutely perfect. So I think there's like a little window there. Yeah, there's little windows. I think you've got to line it up and then stick them down. That's crazy stuff. Right. Very clever, isn't it? Okay, now some of them are tinning this side as well. I think that's a bit overkill. Mine looks a little bit kinked there. So you've got little tiny holes in that, and the idea I think is that you solder through the holes. So I don't think I want to tin that as well, because I'm going to solder through the holes anyway. Yeah. Let's have a quick look at how our friend on YouTube is doing it. Look. Let's turn the sound back on. So basically do what I did, but seems like his was a lot easier to get off than mine, but you know. That looked dead easy, didn't it? Just go full screen a minute. Alright, so it's wicking. Flux in. Wick in. Clean in. Tin in. Well, we've already done that stage. We've already tinned them. We've already tinned them. Tin, 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 tin. Oh, clang. Round two. Beer in. He's not saying much, is he? Or is it just So he's tinned them. He's cleaned them, tinned them. Done it like the best. What's he doing? More flux. I know he's sticking his thingy on. Lining it up. And just touching some of them. Oh, didn't do that very well, did he? Oh, steady. Try again. Yeah, okay. Not sure about that. Let's hope we can do it a little bit better than that. But it's famous last words, isn't it? so we're a little bit better off because we've got a little tiny bit of double-sided tape on ours, I think, so it will actually stick it down once we get in the right place. Yeah, okay. Let's hope we can do it a little bit nicer than that, but at least he's shown us how to do it, hasn't he? So you get the gist. Right, okay. So we've got a strip of glue here. So I'm going to put some flux down. I don't want a massive amount because I don't want it spewing out everywhere, because it won't stick else. Yeah, no, that tape is not sticking. Tape is not sticking, Graham. So we're not any better off. Yeah, I don't like that flux everywhere. It's not doing it for me. Too much flux means the tape ain't sticking. And that was what I thought I had the advantage with, was the tape situation. Yeah, it's a shame because that tape would have helped a lot if that had stuck, but it's not going to. So we're going to have to do far less flux than that, because the flux is blocking the... I mean, once you heat it, it'll flow anyway. Let's just drop that on there for a second. We need to do a different tip, I think. Because I think that massive tip is going to be overkill. Let's go with a bent wave flow tip. Sounds fancy, but it's not really. So what it is, it's got a little tiny cup in the end of it that'll just hold a blob of solder. So what I want to try and do is line this up there and there. No. Didn't even flow through. Nice. Okay. I just can't see through that window very well. This is obviously the bit that's got to be bang on. This is off, then we're in all sorts of trouble. Because we'll have crossed pads and all sorts of things going on. Oh, ow, God, stuck my finger then. Flipping it, burning flesh smell, you love it. Okay. We might be getting somewhere. Right, tweezers, where are you? Let's reload my tip. Right. Actually, that doesn't look too bad for a first ever go. But no, I'm not going to be branching into console repair, thank you very much. Right, let's go in a bit closer. A little tiny bit of solder there. But to be fair, I mean, that one's lined up. That one's lined up. I think we're good. I think we are good. What do you think? It looks like a professional job, doesn't it? Many pads are probably connected to each other. Is that what you think? Whoa, wow. I'm trying to push all the flux out from underneath that connector. So we've either cracked it or we haven't. I mean, there's no in between with that, is there really? It's either yes, job done, or no, lash up. I'm pretty happy with that, to be fair. That was the one bit I wasn't looking forward to doing. All gone. Like it never happened. Like it never happened. Hidden away for eternity. That guy that repairs consoles done that one, you know. They didn't. He didn't. Whew. Yeah, no, don't send anything like this to me. I don't mind experimenting with my own stuff, but yeah, we don't want to be doing other people's. Right, okay. Let's get cracking on here. See if we can't somehow put this thing back together. Now, it's easier for me to do this. So I think. I don't know. They just don't seem right. Those batteries. Oh, hell. The battery is well and truly in there. He looks like he's up against there, all right. That one's a bit far away, but you know. There is glue on them. This one looks like he's... Yeah, he's well and truly stuck. He needs to come this way a fraction, that one. Come on. Thank you. Yeah, he needs to come this way a fraction just to straighten him up. Down a fraction. This one. Better. Right, there we are. They look slightly smaller than the originals. They probably claim that they're massively better, but they're not. It's not an OEM battery, but yeah, they are definitely a little tiny bit smaller. Right. Oh, this is now where it gets interesting. So we've got this bit here, so we've got a bit of double-sided under there, together with some isopropyl. Wow, this has got to be absolutely precise. Okay, we'll do that one under the microscope. Let's get the screws back in that one because I can just about remember which one was which. So it's the long screws on the inside. Small ones on the outside. Okay. I'm going to get the microscope in just to reconnect these. I know it's mental, Tim, isn't it? Who would have done it? Who would do something they've never done before, that they know nothing about, on live stream? And Mrs. Cruncher's coughing away down there again. I don't know if you can hear her. That's those two. These two. This one here is a little bit awkward because I actually didn't disconnect that one. I just forgot all about it and it just popped off. It's one of them ones. I know when I was watching the video, the guy had difficulty clipping this back in. We don't want to deform any of these pins. It's got to be absolutely perfectly aligned. Always one, isn't there? Okay. I'm going to come back to that one. Hateful thing. That one. That one. Okay, looking good so far. Right, what do we do with this one then? Why are you not going back in? Why are you lined up? Do you need to be over that way slightly? See, he's bending slightly. He's bowed slightly. No, it's not going. Let me just have a close look, make sure I haven't mullered this. Where are you? There you are, monster. Where do I need to go up? I mean, are those ends there a bit squat? Is that why it's not going in? These ends here a bit mullered? Oh, is no, because I think I just broke that off. How does it connect in? Cool, he's there, but he's there. He's there. He's on, but it's not. I mean, what is that port anyway? Oh. Anyway, let's get this thing here back on quick before that jumps back off again. So I'm going to get this one here back on again. It's weird. Sort of shield thing. Okay. Now this is where my screws thingy comes into its own, because this is the exact order that I took them out. So the 3 there are there. Oh. How we all doing, Gavin? How you doing, mate? Some things you've just got to have a go at sometimes and get out your comfort zone, haven't you? The other thing I think is it's got to be a make or break, because this is just to try and keep it going for a little bit longer, really, that's all. So I do like this bit of kit, you know, and I miss it. You know, the MacBook Pro is a lot more powerful, but this is just more convenient. Okay, so I've got some screw situations here. Let's go down to the bottom a minute. Let's put that one in. Because I managed to muller it when I was taking the thing apart. Okay, here we are. We have 3 screws. Two holes. So one of these has moved down. See, I thought that was a longer one there. Pretty sure that is that one. And we can't do any long screw damage to this because it's just the back panel. Yeah, okay. That's looking good. Right, then we had this piece at the top here, which went like that. So we had 2 long screws and 1 short one. Oh, hang on, no, stop. Oh yeah, okay, we're all right. No panic over. Cool, I thought I'd I put it all back on and left something off there. Sort of thing, in it, like you've put all this back together and you forgot to plug the battery in. Okay, yeah, what I thought I'd cocked up was this, but this bit goes over the battery terminals down here. So that's my screw pad, empty. So I've only got 3 screws left, and that's these 3 that hold the battery thing down. Okay. So I think, let me have a think here, what are we doing now? What's my screen? I need to just have a look under the microscope to make sure I haven't broken anything to do with this camera here. Although the camera's a bit of a bane of contention on this one, because when Mrs. Cruncher bought it for me originally, the camera didn't work. So she had to take it back to the Apple store and exchange it for another one. I just thought it was me doing something wrong, you know. Right, let's have a look, see if I've killed this with the dibber dabber.
Eggnog in the window.
Oh, Mrs. Cruncher's got me some eggnog. That is very dodgy there, isn't it? How about that? But no, I haven't done it. What's this thing then? Is it just a bit of tape? Yeah, that's just a bit of tape. I think I've dodged a bullet there. That's so easy to kill that. Whoa. Got another one over here. Yeah, that looks alright. What about that one? Yeah, I think we're lucky there. A lucky escape, people. Right. I'm going to skip to the loo. Mrs. Cruncher has very kindly got me some eggnog as well. And then we're going to get rid of all this old tape, put the new tape on, and stick it back together. So, be right back. A couple minutes. Oh, audio's gone apparently. Apologies. Oops, Mrs. Cruncher's just come and told me the audio's gone. Dear oh dear. So everything I've just said is totally wasted then, really. I'm just looking for my stuff. This is the problem with this different microphone. So I'm going to try some lighter fluid, because that's a little bit more aggressive than isopropyl at getting off sticky stuff. No. I mean, it's coming off, but I'd be here for hours getting this off. Perhaps he'll realise. See, before when I go to, pardon me, to the Be Right Back slide, I don't need to mute the mic because it takes the microphone out of the situation. But I don't think it might do actually. I might be overthinking that. Acetone. I have got acetone, but I don't want to risk delaminating the screen from the LCD, if you know what I mean. The glass from the LCD. So that's what Mrs. Cruncher brought up for me. Homemade eggnog in my National Lampoon's glass. How about that? Lovely. Very nice. Trouble is, it doesn't last very long and it gets me hammered. It's obviously a technical term, hammered. If I get the worst of it off, it'll help. Well, it's changed it to like a jelly substance that won't come off. It's changed it into like a jellified substance. I've got to get most of this bottom stuff off because there's a really big gasket goes on that. Gasket or tape strip? Tape strip gasket. wonder if one of my plastic razor blades might scrape it off a bit better. Let's have a look. Maybe. Yeah. Good call, Graham. Provided by Simon. Plastic razor blades. Everybody needs one. Oh, Falk, have you put the caps in it? The Be Right Back music is 10 times the volume here. Let's have a look. Let's go Be Right Back. How's that? Is that a little bit quieter? Click the live button. Yeah, it is working quite well. Plastic razor blade. I can't squirt it with isopropyl because it will go in underneath the LCD, but yeah, that's getting it off quite nice. Quite nice. This is the worst bit up in this corner for some reason. They've really gone to town on that. I know some people use glue to stick these back on, but whoa, what if you wanted to get it apart again? That's going to be a nightmare if you've glued it, isn't it? Or is there like a glue remover that you can use? Yeah, definitely better. Whee! You want to be a good person. Thank you, Rob. Towards the tablet parts. Thank you, Rob. Do you think you're on the naughty list then, Rob, do you? I mean, is this what you're trying to say? You could potentially be on the naughty list? I was going to try and get that snow cannon sorted out, wasn't I? Forgot all about that. Got waylaid this morning. Watching the Gran Turismo World Series Finals, people. Exciting for those of you that are into sim racing. If anybody is. Probably not. Oh, careful. Let's have a look at this edge. This corner's bottom bit's pretty much done. Pardon me. Yuck. So I've also got it all around the edge of the screen now, so let's get some isopropyl soaked up and just go around the edge of the screen. That's where I've just caught the paint there, which is a bit of a shame, but I don't know that that'll show really once it's back in. Right. I think what I'll do is I'm going to tape this bit. And where's my tape pack gone? It was over here, wasn't it? Somewhere. Here we go. Right, let me just have a think which way round this goes then. Anonymous! Thank you very much. This is like a jigsaw puzzle now, isn't it? Of course it is. So how the hell does this go? Does it go like that? Across to there, because I think this one here definitely goes down around the bottom here. So let's do that one first. That'll give us a guide as to where the rest of it goes. Oh, hell. Christ, my fingers are sticky. I've stuck to it. Okay, that's that one. So yeah, looks like that one goes there. Whoa, this is tricky. Doesn't help that my hands are sticky as hell with that stuff either. Okay, let's let go up there, so let's just get that sorted back out. Why is everything such a pain? I'll tell you what, I'm glad I got this tape. That's going to finish it off nicely. Again, I just decided to get that. I didn't see anybody else using it. I just thought, well, I want the proper stuff. It's difficult to deal with because it's so bloody long. So long. Wow. I think I'm taped up. So it's just a case then of peeling the double side. Let's make sure it's properly stuck down first. Peeling the backing off. I think what we want to do is get that bit there screwed back on first. Let's get rid of all this stuff off my hands now because I've had enough of that. Use the symbols. There's lots of different ones, isn't there? Test before. Oh, someone's. Joe said test before sealing. Yeah, definitely. I just said that. We're great minds think alike on all that, don't they? Voice is going a bit funny again, look. Dear, oh dear. I'll have some more eggnog then, aren't I? God, I just need the whole bucket of it up here. Right, let's get this bit up. So I've got all the tape off of this. These are horrible things, aren't they? Especially when you've got a screen at a weird angle like this. Don't breathe. I've only gone and cracked it. Come on, stay there. The problem I've got is this screwdriver is a little bit long. A little bit long. Coco's got Paulie's paw, people. I'm not going to do it. I need a really tiny miniature screwdriver. Sort of about that length. That's a bit smaller. So you need somebody to hold that there. Please, if someone could just come and just hold that there a minute. While I just put this plate in place, that'd be great, thank you. Cross-threaded, I think. Yeah, I think it was cross-threaded then. Do you not want to cross-thread it? I've got one in. 2. Yes. Right, I need to go and get some power a minute. See if this charging port works. Because, I mean, normally there is some charge in the battery, but I'm just pushing that in now. And there ain't nothing, so let me go and get some charger lead a minute. Have I got one over here? No, I need to go and get a lightning connector a minute. Give me a sec. Okay. That's my charging lead from downstairs. Whoa! Come on. Why are you not focusing now? Right at the... We have an Apple symbol. Woo-hoo! Does that mean it's done? Or do we need to do some sort of reset? Wow! Let me just put my...
There you go.
Thank you. Yes. Oh yes. And it's charging. It's only... I can't believe it. Can't believe it. My iPad Pro is actually fixed. Oh yes. Flipping heck. I can't believe that. iBooks. Encyclopedia of Electronic Components. It's so good for reading books and that, this is. Want the touch screen's working. He says. I couldn't connect because I've got new Wi-Fi since I've had this. The only thing that I've done is I've got a little tiny bit of LCD something or other going on up in that top corner. That's the only thing. Yeah, just when I've lifted it very slightly. But to be fair, that's absolutely perfecto. Right, let's just turn it off. Can't remember to shut the thing down now. Can't remember to shut it down. Is this button here not working then? I'm sure you just held that button there down and it would just cut off. I haven't forgot to clip something in there, have I? To do with the button. I don't know. I'm pretty sure to shut it down you've got to hold that button there in. For so many seconds, then it shuts down. Okay, so potentially we could have an issue. Have I not connected a ribbon cable in properly, or? Has it got to be fully back together before that'll work? I don't know. Must be a power on off. Yeah, it's usually this one at the top here. Aaron. Andrew, how you doing, mate? Yeah, that is not working. That button is not working. Why is that? Have we not got something plugged back in properly? It's clearly linked to this cable here. Clipped in there. We're definitely charging now, which was the problem before. It's clearly nothing to do with the screen, because the screen's fine. It's there's no damage that I can see to that. I don't think it's that one there, because that's to do with the thing that shuts it off when you put the case on. Let me just get the case a minute. See if it cuts off when I put the case on. Yeah, I don't think the volume buttons are working either. So have I forgot to plug something in? This is the question, isn't it? This is the question. Harvey, how you doing? Didn't even see you drop in, mate. Definitely not, Aaron. I'll leave the phone repairs and console repairs to the people that know what they're doing. I've done the charge. I fixed the charging port, and clearly the battery's okay. But now we've lost that on-off button. Let's see what ChatGPT's got to say about it, shall we? No. Okay. If it wakes, responds normally except for the buttons that points to the hardware. Clean the buttons. Power the iPad off. Use compressor air around the volume and power buttons. Lightly brush around the edges with a dry toothbrush. Enable assistive touch. Well, it says there's a workaround you can use. if it doesn't work, but you know. Says settings. Accessibility. Touch. Assistive touch. On. That gives you volume up and down, restart, screenshot. Restart. Let's try restarting it then. Let's try a restart. You never know. It might come back to life with a restart. Well, somebody else can tell me what's wrong with it, can they? Cheers, Harvey. Right, restart. Let's see if it'll do it after a restart. No. Seems there's an issue then with that button, but I didn't go anywhere near that, did I? Go into settings general and you'll find shutdown. Go into settings general, scroll down to the bottom, you'll find shutdown iPad. Yeah, I've got Android stuff as well, but the Apple iPads and that are better. Aaron, I've got a Samsung brand new tablet as well, which I got with one of my computers. No, with my mobile phone actually. But yeah, I do prefer the Apple tablets. But it's got to be something to do in that corner, surely. I mean, everything is working. It seems to be charging. It's not gone up from 42%, but I mean, I'll keep it on for a bit. I can change everything there. Focus. Airplane mode. Wi-Fi. It's got to be something to do with this. Now, either I've not plugged something back in. That's what's making me think that maybe I'm not plugging anything back in. So what I think we need to do is shut it down. So Derek said, go into settings general, scroll to the bottom and you'll find shut down iPad. Slide to power off. This is going to be a pain, but we're going to take the screen back off again because I want to get in and have a look at that. Let's take the camera out as well. I hate this screen thing. Of course, that one's got a dodgy head on it now, isn't it? And that one is. That one hasn't. That one hasn't. No, we've got a rounded over screw. Oh, great. How the hell are we going to get that one out? We're not, are we? What's underneath here then? Oh, Christ, where did that go to? I've got a screw that's pinged off somewhere, people. A miniature one. Oh no. What's the chances of finding that? It could be anywhere. Yeah, that's a pain. I've got a rounded over screw there. It's my own fault. I wonder whether maybe I've got some isopropyl or something in there, you know, but looks okay. Oh, that's a sod. I've got to find a little tiny miniature screw now to go back in there. I did buy a thing of miniature screws, but I don't think they're that miniature. Where are they? They are that miniature, actually. Oh, that's a bit of luck. So I bought this set off of Amazon. I mean, that screw will be here somewhere, but it's so tiny that it would have been nigh on impossible to find. But in here, we have some equally tiny ones. So we get that other screw out. I've got another one here that'll fit in it, but in fact that might even be too small. No, it's not. How about that? Wow. Sometimes things just come together, don't they? Hang on, is that broken? can't see anything there that would be a problem, you know. Oops, my tape protector's coming off. Because it wants to stick itself down. Sort of points to this being an issue, but oh well. It would be nice to have the power button right, but I just don't know why. I'm sure it was fine before. Thing is, how do I power the iPad on? Will it automatically come on when the power's switched on? I don't know. Well, that's a bit of a compromise, isn't it? But do I want to take it all apart again? I can't get that screen off. That's the only problem. That's a big problem, actually. I cannot get that cover off. Trying to stick itself down now as well. How can I get that out? I can't physically get a drill in there to drill that out. It's too don't think I can get on it with pliers. Could try a little a little straight screwdriver. So if I can get it out, I can replace it. That's my miniature one. Oh, it's not there. Where the hell's that to then? I've got a little, really miniature screwdriver, but it's not there. That's the smallest one I got in here. Let me go and see what I've got in my portable tool. Oh, actually no. Hang on. Tell a lie, Rob's little set here will have miniature screwdrivers in it, won't it? And maybe it won't. That's pretty small. Let's try that one. Needs to be smaller than that. That's the smallest one in that set that Rob let me have. Let's see if I've got a smaller one in the other little set. Yeah. Where has that little screwdriver gone then? Ah, so I got one down there. Is that one? Yes. That's the one I was looking for. No, it won't go in there. Can I see it with the... Be careful, I'm going to wreck my screen in a minute. I think I'm going to have to leave it at that, you know. I think I'm going to have to leave it at that because... I can still use the iPad perfectly well. There's clearly a problem with one of the buttons. And it's a very old iPad. And I think I'm going to do more harm than good trying to sort that out. So, it's going to stay like it is. Because to be fair, I'd never turn it off. I just closed the lid on it and it's got like a magnetic contact. Strange. Anyway, it can come apart again in the future if necessary. So it's not been 100% success, but I would say probably a 95% success over that. But certainly it's not something I want to be fixing, so don't send me any to fix. Unless you're throwing it away, then I'm not interested. So Bob, you probably did the right thing buying a new one, mate. But as I say, this one will still be perfectly usable for me. If I do decide that I'm really bored and I want to try and fix that, I could, I suppose, buy another power button assembly if they do them for it. Keep wiping muck on it now, look. ROI. What does that mean? Republic of Ireland? So I can turn it on, I can turn it off, I can turn the volume up and down, I can put it into standby. I can do everything with it, can I? Apart from use the button on the top. That's the only thing. Let's say it's not going to be long before they stop supporting this totally and you won't be able to use the thing anyway, I swear. I don't know if I can still use my old workshop one here. I tried using that for yonks. Play music. Don't even know if the speaker still. Where's the speaker up? Speakers up in the top corners. I might have mullered the speakers as well, you know. Screen. I've just cleaned that screen. It's still dirty, look. It's not going to work because I haven't got it connected to the internet. It is charging at 49% there now, isn't it? Yes, doesn't like that. It's not connected to the internet. Let's get my Wi-Fi password a minute. Stick my Wi-Fi in it. How are we doing for time anyway? Half past 5. Just about visible, was it? How much were the parts, Gavin? lock mode. Wow. Wi-Fi networks then, so I need my EE network. I'll make sure it's in view so you can see it. It's now decided it wants to restart again. Battery and connector cost. So the battery I got off of that company that I showed you the box, which was repairoutlets.co.uk. So is that on here? Okay, looks like I've got everything from them. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought I got it from eBay, but obviously I didn't. So it was £10.48 for the connector and the tape by the looks of it. So £10.48. I bought that in February. And the battery, when it eventually loads up, the battery was £23.99. So say 34 quid, Gavin, all in. So it's not bad, is it? About £34 all in. Right, is it going to let me put in this Wi-Fi code again? Oh no, it's that one there. Oh, did you all see? You all see my Wi-Fi code, didn't you? I left it on the side. Oh no, flipping heck. So no, it's boot looping this thing is. I don't know whether it's because it's doing updates or something. I don't know, because I haven't used it for months. I literally haven't used it for months. So, yeah, I was just trying to put in the Wi-Fi password there, and it's just booted back up again. Battery suspiciously cheap, Baz. Well, to be fair, they're a reputable company based in the UK. Let's see if we can find them. Yeah, repairoutlet.co.uk. Yeah, have a look at that. That's where I got it from. Could be Joe, yeah. Yeah, as I say, to get at it properly, I've got to take that screen out, which means doing something with that knackered screw. The kaput screw. So I've managed to change the charging port, but it's not really gained me anything. Your iPad is not connected to the internet. I know it's not. Yeah, I tried to. It don't like it. I tried to type in the passwordy, but it shut off. Just as I got it in, it shut off again. Yeah, I know, Harvey. It is a bit dated, but you know, I was just trying to repair it, mate, you know. I was just trying to repair it. I have sort of repaired it, but it's doing a boot loop thing now, I think, as well. It didn't like it up it, did it? Anyway, let's put that to one side. I'll have to have an experiment with that. I'll have to have a bit of an experiment with that at a later date, I think. But you know, the thought was there. We did manage to do it. Not particularly successful, but fairly successful. You know, it could be that little connector that we were trying to fix. It could be that little connector we were trying to fix. Do you remember that popped off when I pulled the battery out? Right, Advent calendar time. It's time for the calendar of the Advent. Operation Fence tomorrow. Right, can anybody see 21? Oh, I can straight away. Let's move that out of the way before I knock that off. Catch you later, Rob. Above Santa. Well, Harvey, if you've not been watching, then you wouldn't know, really. Got to be watching, Harvey, to know, haven't we, really? Dear, oh there any giveaways? Another screw-in driver. Another little baby one. Does it go in there or does it go in there? It sort of sits in there better, really, doesn't it? We haven't got many more to do. 3 more to open and that's it. I've got 3 more holes in this one. And that's it. Oh, I want more. I want to open more of them. I'm going to call it a day there, people. I don't know whether that was successful or not. I mean, it might just need to do some sort of update, you know, I don't know. I'll take it downstairs and leave it on charge anyway, get it charged right up, and then we'll see how we go from there. Worst scenario is I've got to take it apart again, get some new strips, which are about 3-4 quid, and just see if it's that connection in the middle that was playing up. I don't know if you can get any other bits for it. I'll have to have a look. Anyway, people, thanks very much for today. Thanks for the super chats and for your input and help. It was a horrible thing to work on, to be fair, and I wouldn't like to do any more of those. I'm not looking forward to taking it apart again if I've got to. And I've got to try and work out a way of getting that little stuck screw out. So if anybody knows a way to do that, then let me know. Cheers, everybody. See you tomorrow. Can't remember what's on tomorrow, but something is. Bye for now.